My name is Samone Cherie. Currently, I am a stay-at-home mom. I just had my little girl 9 months ago, but in that time, I have been writing a book. I have been writing a history book. It's called The Alpha and the Omega. It is a book about human history descending through Black people. Everything is factual. But the book, like I said, it's about human evolution descending through Black people. The book details how we are all one human race, where we come from, and it covers the different continents and how we all spread out. It covers innovation, culture. It covers racism. It covers solutions to racism. It's a book for anyone to read if you would like to know more about history and being more informed about the truth of it. Because in school, we're not learning the truth about history, especially Black history. We learned that Black people started as slaves and then civil rights, and then here we are. And that's just simply not true. So this book is the purpose of it is to educate the masses on the truth of history and where we all come from. I am reading the autobiography of Malcolm X, and that has inspired me a lot through this book. He was somebody I consider a truth teller, messenger, if you will. So I consider myself along those lines as well. So I look to his book for a lot of inspiration. So I wrote this book because naturally I'm a history buff. I love history. That's one of my favorite subjects. But in reading through my own research, I just noticed there are hardly no books that have the human evolution of how things really started. We don't learn it in school, and most parents don't teach it at home. So I think the way I've written my book, it's modernized enough where it won't be such a heavy read. It's fun enough where you can feel connected to it, and you'll be able to learn from it. So that is what inspired me to, because there's a need. Oh, it feels wonderful because you don't hardly see Black women involved in the comic book world. I mean, we have Marvel and all of that, and that's great. I'm a fan, but to give a different perspective, I think that's important, and it shows the diversity of the comic book world. It doesn't always have to be about made up superheroes. These are real superheroes that gave their life to make humanity better. In my book, I do use a lot of illustrations. I think seeing is believing. And in one part of my book, I have a comic strip, and I use myself in it, and I am talking to the ancestors, such as Dr. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And I use the whole Black Panther, Wakanda type of feel to draw you in, because again, it's a new movie that just came out that we can all relate to, but it's a real concept of me speaking with those who came before me and looking to them for direction. Hence, that's why this is a history book. Well, the main character is me, so you'll learn more about me from my own author's notes and details that are in the book. But I am the main character. I consider myself to be pretty blunt. You know, I don't shy away from anything. So if anything, my character is a very raw character. She's a Black Panther, and that is kind of the ultimate image of Black empowerment. And it's not meant to come off as hatred for other people, but this is a book of empowerment. So what better testament than to be a Black Panther? I do plan to hopefully move forward with making more comics. I want to bring those ancestors that have been forgotten, the people who we don't really talk about, back to life. And I think a comic book is the way to do that. It's for some reason, it eternalizes people. It keeps them in our thoughts. So I do want to do more with the comic books, and hopefully people will like them. I haven't yet, but in my promotion of it and spreading the word, I will definitely be attending some of those events because I think it's important to show a different side. You know, right now, people aren't putting Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Harriet Tubman or any people of that nature into comic books. They're just kind of left back in history. So I think the comic world will embrace it. So it will go on pre-order starting in March. You can pre-order the book, and later this year it will be officially released for a hard copy. I plan to have it available online in Amazon, my own website, as well as at select bookstores as well. I just want people to know that even though this book is very raw in what it's saying, again, it's not a message of hatred. It's not a message of trying to make Black people even seem superior per se. I do believe we are all one, but I think there is importance in stressing the truth so that we can all grow as a society and hopefully eliminate our racist and prejudiced thoughts that we formed.